Good morning, evening, afternoon, beautiful people. Okay, so God says 2 Timothy 2:22 through 23. So good. Okay, it says, and this is the King James Version. It says, flee also youthful lust, but follow righteous faith, charity, peace with them that call unto the Lord out of pure heart. Breaking that down. So they're saying, run away from the lust. Run away from your lust. May not be porno. Your lust may be gambling. Your addiction, your desires for something greater than the desires to the other relationship with God. Maybe something completely different besides a sexual lust, because there's different types of lust, So you want to run from that. And you want to follow the righteous faith, which is charity, which is giving to those who don't have it, faith and peace with them who call on the Lord. For instance, I was with my sis, and she was doing haircuts, and I was talking to this guy, and he said, I may be homeless, but God gave me the air that I'm breathing, and I'm just grateful for today. It's gonna get hotter out here where I'm at, and he's just grateful to have air to breathe today. And I was so grateful to be in the presence of someone who, despite losing and not having anything, is just grateful for the breath of life. Then it says, but foolish and unlearned questions avoid knowing that they do gender strifes. So it sounds like you know what you need to do, you know what you're supposed to do, but instead of bowing down to God, you bow down to, maybe I'm a woman and I get paid less than men do, or maybe I want to do exactly what the guys are doing. Not saying women can't do it at all, but what I'm saying is your focus is so focused on the simple fact that you're a female or a male, or whatever you choose to call yourself, that you forget about your faith and your joy within yourself. Because say if you do a sex change, does that bring you joy? Say if you finally get paid the same amount that another guy is getting paid, does that give you pure joy? The type of joy that gives you so much humbleness that when you walk, everybody knows who's coming in. We fight so hard for the worldly things that we forget that it didn't just start with us coming out of the womb. You started from God saying, what is in earth is in heaven. So he knew you before you were in your mother's womb. So don't act new to the streets. I'm just throwing it out there. Also, 1 John 4:4. So chapter 4, verse 4. NKJV. You are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. Let me turn this real quick. Okay, so here's your situation. This little thing right here, that right there, that is how you think God sees you. God sees you like this. He sees the shades you put on. He sees the mask that you put on. He sees everything. He sees you through you. And that is what's so beautiful about building a relationship with God, is he sees you and knows exactly who you're supposed to be. But yet, you want to slide on over here and be that little cup. No one knows what's inside because you're hiding yourself. You're bashful. You're timid. It's time to break loose of that. It's time to grow and be a better you. You don't have to be this right here all of your life. You don't have to be that. You can choose to be this. You can choose to be open. You can choose to be vulnerable. You can choose to let love in. You can choose to help people. You can choose to grow. You can choose. You can choose. And that is what's so amazing about the relationship with yourself and God. Y'all, you can choose. You can choose. You can choose. You can choose what you want to do. You can choose the attitude that you're going to have today, tomorrow, and all of your days. You can choose. Who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. Who is in the world? The devil's in the world. He doing all type of stuff. Some of this stuff I was just like, see, and this is why I don't have a TV. I'm listening to things on the radio, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to turn that off because I don't know I'm good. Here's my thing. There's going to be a point in your life where you are alone and you're by yourself. And it's just, you may just think it's just you in the air, but it's you and God. And you're so focused on that cup of coffee, that you forget that God sees you completely with your shades on. He sees you through your vulnerable moments. He sees you completely and utterly. And you are going to regret the hand that God is giving you. And that's going to suck, because at the end of the day, whether you believe it or not, there are people praying for your help. They're praying for you to feel the love. They're praying for you. They are still praying for you despite of the bitterness and ugliness you show of that coffee cup. Despite of you breaking your children. Despite of the accidents, despite of everything that you think that you are unworthy of. Because if God knew you before you were in your mother's womb, that means he knew he would be your father before the existence even happened. And it did not change the simple fact that you're still his child. It doesn't change. He doesn't go, find a new adoption, go get some new paperwork. Nope, it doesn't. It does not change anything at all, guys. Guys, make a choice. Make a choice and embrace and love in it. Embrace God. Let him hold you. Let him hug you. Let him talk to you. Stop ignoring your gifts. Stop ignoring the path that God has for you. It's time to stop. It's time to get to the point where you're studying to receive knowledge and understanding, and then boldness will start to appear. It's time. It's time. Stop playing. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I love you guys. Bye.